Hello, friends. I've got a Saab, and I've got a little bit of a rain situation. It's been raining off and on today, so this is going to be an unusually damp, potentially a little walk-around tour and driving of this car. What is this car? Well, glad you asked. This is a 2002 Saab 9.3 SE convertible. Yeah, this is kind of a cool car. It's got 77,000 miles, automatic, 2-liter turbo, and it's just a clean car. I don't know if it's a one-owner car or not. Might be a 2-owner car. I don't recall off the top of my head. But whoever has it or had it and they donated it, that's what's going on with this one. It was donated. Proceeds of the sale. This car going to charity. And well, let's just say they are no longer of an age where they're able to drive the car anymore. It's been sitting for a while. You can see it's got 2019 California tags on it. Thankfully, they were prudent enough to put it on a planned non-operational status, so there's no back due penalties or anything like that if the next person was going to be registering it here in California. A lot of people don't do that, so good on them. And yeah, 77,000 miles and change. Runs and drives great. Top works, air conditioning works, nearly everything works. But let's take a tour. Got the fun Saab fob that works. And yeah, clean car. How do you know it's a turbo? Well, it says so right here in the seat. Turbo. As I said, the top does work, goes up and down. A little cosmetic scratch here, but it's just right on the little surface threads there. It's not poking through. And as I'm finding on this rainy day today, it is watertight. There's no water getting in. Dash is in good shape. I've always liked these vents. It's kind of a cool deal. How those work, if you can kind of see in there. Might be hard to tell, but I don't know. Something silly. But those old Saab vents are pretty cool. Start her up, which of course, if you're new to Saabs, then this is a new concept, but this is an old Saab trick. Center console. That's where your ignition is. Info display. Time for service. Yeah, me too. Really the only things I can think of that do not work on this car is the stereo. So it powers on. You push that. Fires up, FM, all that. Power antenna whirs up. It does its thing. But I can't get any sound out of it. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bad ground. I don't know if this has like an external amplifier that it could be something as simple as a fuse. I'm not sure. So that's one homework assignment for the next person. The other homework assignment is the power mirrors. Where do they go? Here they are. They don't want to move. Again, and that's on both sides. So it's not like it's a bad motor, doubtful. Maybe this switch is bad, but that seems somewhat unusual. Maybe it also is has a bad fuse. Maybe that fuse is tied into the stereo. I don't know. But it's weird because every single thing else on this car works. Dome light, power windows, the power roof, air conditioning, heated seats, all that stuff works. OnStar, haven't tried. I don't want to anger the people at OnStar. If they still exist. Is OnStar still around? Like if I push that button, Will somebody talk to me? I don't know. I'm not gonna find out. Comment below. I don't know. But AC does work well. You got all speeds. It is nice and cold. So that's a bonus. We got signals. We got headlights. This wood veneer does have a little crack right here. Hopefully it's something as simple as getting some heavy glue, trim adhesive, and gluing that guy back down. Honestly, haven't tried cruise control, so I don't know. I guess I'll find out if it doesn't work here when I drive it later. I will let you know. As I said, the top works, so let's do that song and dance before it starts raining on me. So that, you push that guy up like that, and then I believe that goes like that, and then I think we just do the roof button. No? Yes. Nope, wrong way. Parking brake on. Is that the trick? Okay, let's do this in reverse. Maybe I gotta leave it open like that. I don't remember. Nope, that's closed. Okay. Open. Consarn it. Okay. So that's closed. Open. Let's try putting all the windows down. It does have this cool switch. You push this button, you hold it down, and it rolls all the windows down. All in one switch. You want them back up? See, I've angered it. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I guess you gotta push it all the way down. Who'd have thought? So yeah, one button. Windows all the way up, windows all the way down. All four. Just in that one button. Pretty sweet. Now, thinking of button pushing. Let's see if I can figure out the song and dance for the roof. So we're in park. We are, with this going up, let me make sure I got my foot on the brake this time. Let's go up here, we pull that, pop that guy up. I think you put this guy down, back in there like that, I think. There we go. We are working. We figured it out. I've cracked the code. Then we hope it doesn't rain on me. Oh, that's a pretty sky. Anyways, so yeah, convertible top works. It's quite nice as a convertible, honestly. Let's pop the hood. Let's see what's under there. Check out the exterior. Pop the trunk too. Exterior car's in pretty darn good shape. Some really little ticky-tack stuff, a little scuff there. I did notice this bumper sticking out a little bit here. Probably just a bad, yeah, you can see this screw is pulled out of the fender liner here. Like there's a little, you can see there's a little crack in the fender liner. And this mounting tab that's supposed to mount to the fender liner and the bumper stay there pulled out. So I'm sure it's just a matter of maybe replacing this fender liner, which shouldn't be too bad, or just patching it and then resecuring that bolt in there. It's not like the bumper's torn or anything, thankfully. It's just the unpainted portion of that trim panel there, or the fender liner, I should say. There's a high point in the hood. This is probably the worst blemish on the car, honestly. There's this high point here in the hood, and I'll try and open up the hood here in a second. It's a little tricky just because the reason this high point is here is the strut that holds the hood up. The head is kind of disconnected off the body of it, and I think somebody tried to close it, and with that being broken, it popped. It punched this, it's not a hole, but it put this high point in the hood. I will show you here. We got a faded emblem. We got a faded emblem here, people. Here. It's actually not too tricky, but this is what I'm talking about. So this hood strut should be connected to this part of the hood strut, and it's not. And I think what happened was It managed to slip into this hole at one point when someone was shutting the hood. I put that little Audi in the hood. Not that huge of a deal, but it's there. It's got a new battery. It is sharp looking under here. Eco power. All the fluids are on level. Shut this guy. Get the sweet headlight wipers. Really, the other major, you can see it's quite a nice place to be, even for 4 people. There's a reasonably okay amount of room in this back seat. You know, comfortable enough you can take 4 people on a top-down road trip, maybe recreate the movie Crossroads with Britney Spears, but in Saab guys. One thing that definitely needs to get done before you and 3 of your closest friends go on a road trip, if you were to be the next owner of this car, is replace these tires. They're just old. 41st week of 2013 is the date code, but it's, as I said, it's been some time sitting, and well, you can see all these little cracks in the sidewall. I'll drive it a little bit, and I have driven it a little bit, and it's not a complete death trap, except it is. If you're gonna do any real freeway driving on this thing, if you're putting around town, you might be okay. If you're going under 50 miles an hour consistently, you might be okay. But I'm kind of a stickler for driving with decent tires, at least as far as not broken tires. So do yourself a favor and do your loved ones a favor. If your tires are old, replace them. And that would be where this car is. So these tires definitely need to be replaced. Trunk, good and boring. In here, I suppose, is where the top is living at the moment. Spare tire, spare hardware. As I said, really exciting stuff. There is, yeah, you can see the rainstorm got us a little bit. There's some cracking in the top of the bumper cover here, in the paint. But otherwise, a very clean, nearly unblemished Saab. Low mileage, runs well, makes good power, transmission shifts well. Silver over tan. I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool ride for what it is. And, you know, bang for your buck, it's going to be a pretty nice car. So, I would put new tires on this car, then just drive the snot out of it. You know, enjoy your, you know, Attack of the Clones edition seats here. Some little scratches on the plastic here. Crazy. Got a manual. You've got maps. How do you have a car that's owned by somebody who's of advanced age? How do you know that? Well, they got maps. And you know what we have? I don't know, we had this until right now. The original window sticker. And guess what? It came from an Oldsmobile dealership, which is kind of funny. One dead brand sold by another dead brand. But what do we got here? Let's see, what are our options? Pretty standard stuff. These were all pretty, there weren't a whole lot of possible options. What do we have? $475 got you silver metallic paint. Heated seats, that'll be another $475. You want automatic transmission? That's a shame, somebody spent $1,200 to get rid of their manual. But yeah, that's what it was. $42,770. Uh-oh, why are we mad? Oh no, we're low on washer fluid, ladies and gentlemen. I'll make sure to top that guy off here. Oh, and the best, if you're new to Saabs, the greatest button in the history of mankind, night panel. You push night panel, you're driving down the road at night, guess what you get? All the interior lights go off, and all the gauges except for your speedometer go to sleep. You don't need that stuff, it's nighttime. Keeps your eyes fresh. Love it. Anyways, yeah, so I'll make sure to get a photo of this in with the auction as well for the convertible. And otherwise, I think it's time to drive before it starts raining again. And I promise you, it probably is going to start raining again during our drive. So we should do that. Yeah, without further ado. Okay, so let's go for a rainy drive in the Saab 9.3 convertible. So again, the time for service, I think that's it. It was showing a low windshield washer fluid light a second ago. Maybe that'll be back. Whilst we drive, it is wet, it is raining, which is surprising because it wasn't supposed to, but it is, so we'll deal with it. We have wipers, the blades, at least the passenger side blade is kind of trash. But it is wet, it is raining, I don't have the best windshield wipers, and the tires are old, so I'm not going to push this thing too hard because I don't want to end up in a ditch. But let's go for it anyways. Windshield wipers. I thought we were making weird noises, but the windshield is dried off. Brakes are fading a little bit. but this is twisty and down a hill, so it happens. And that's pretty much it. Looks like that little rainstorm has hopefully disappeared. Thank you for not disappearing and hanging out. Going for the drive in the 77,000 mile and counting. 2002 Saab 9-3 convertible. This is going to be going up live right now. If you're catching this video as it's going live, for auction on Cars and Bids. That is carsandbids.com. Follow along there. Thank you for following along here. And yeah, if you want to see more, do all the YouTube things. If you don't, that's cool too. But thanks for checking us out. And bid often, bid early, and I bid you adieu. Thanks, gang. Bye.